Hi, One Best PR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is Monday, January 25th. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This, of course, is our daily NBA rundown show that we do. Mike Brenner, Friday was a little bit off for us, but overall, a good record. I think something to be proud of.
Absolutely. And Friday, I nailed another teaser, so I'm 3-0 on those two-team teasers, so I like that direction.
Treacherous. You got to be careful. All right, 9 games tonight. I did have one bet that I hit on the overnight, so I think I'm going to hit it, but it wasn't the San Antonio Golden State game. Let's start with that, right? Huge clash. Tim Duncan out. Right now the line is Golden State minus 4.5. Total is kind of going up. It's 211 or 212 I'm seeing, even at BetCris hanging 212. I don't know. Both teams have been good ATS this year. Golden State not as good as San Antonio overall and recently, though. So maybe we want to think about San Antonio plus the points. What do you think?
I think that would be a good bet. I'm not taking it, but I think with Tim Duncan sitting out, the betting public's going, oh, this is a gimme. Hell no, that's a deep team. They better watch out because San Antonio is going to bring it tonight. Yeah. But I'm staying off that thing completely, but I'm going to enjoy it as a fan.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to bet against Golden State. Probably not going to bet it, but if I had to, I would definitely take the points. And then we have Miami. Do we still want to fade them, right?
Absolutely.
Incomplete disarray. They've lost, 4 in a row. ATS are just having all kinds of personnel problems. And then Chicago, the line is minus 7.5. Chicago coming off a win over Cleveland. Obviously, they can beat the best teams in the NBA reliably on any given night, but also not a good team ATS, and they're the kind of team that falters, especially when they're a big favorite against teams they seem like they should blow out. What's your take on that line, Chicago minus 7.5?
Well, they're involved with 2 of my picks, Chicago
really?
is.
Okay, let's hear it.
I agree with that full line, so I like the Bulls on the first half against the Heat. It's minus 4. Whiteside's not playing. Dragic is out, the shoulder injury to Wade. I like it. I think the Bulls got to start picking up pace more consistently, and I think they'll do that. So let
me ask you this very quickly.
Yeah.
Bulls 2-7 against the spread over their last 9. Bulls 9-15 against the spread at home.
Wow. Yeah.
You want to change your mind on this?
No.
Okay,
Not at all.
Go for it. Continue your analysis. You just want to spit some numbers at you
No, and I like that. I actually, I just think Jimmy Butler and company is going to bring it tonight. The Heat, this is a lost team. They really are.
Definitely.
They're hurting. They're damaged, and I think the Bulls got to step up to the challenge tonight. So I got them on the first half minus 4, locked them in. That's one of my plays.
Okay, what's the other? You said they're involved in another one.
Yeah, I've got 3 plays total.
3 plays? Holy crap.
But I will say this, the 3 times I've had 3 plays on this show, 2 times I went 3-0, the other one 2-1.
And the last time when you did, I shook your hand. I'll definitely be shaking your hand again and congratulating if you do it again. All right, the second one involves the Bulls. Let's hear it.
Yes, the second one is a 2-team teaser. We're 3-0 on our teasers right now, so we're going to keep that rolling. I got the Bulls minus 3.5 because the line was 7.5. If you put the adjustment, it knocks it down to 3.5. My second team on that is the Sacramento Kings. They've got a banged up Charlotte team. Unless Kemba Walker goes off for 90, I think they can do this. But I've got the Kings minus 6.5. So after the adjustment, it's minus 2.5. So that's a 2-team teaser. The Bulls minus 3.5. The Kings minus 2.5.
All right, I could see that. I could see the Bulls getting like another ATS loss, but winning by 5 or 6 and something like that. So in that one, that makes some sense to me. Then also, we didn't even touch on Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
What to make of Cleveland, right? The coaching change. They say they're going to play higher tempo, so maybe that means more overs, but the first game didn't result in that at all. My sense is that they're almost certainly going to be overvalued overall long term, that in general you want to bet against them. My prediction would be next 20 games, maybe we're looking at 7-13 or 8-12 ATS. Tonight, 13 or 12.5 against Minnesota. What's your take on that game? Anything?
I'm staying the hell away from it. Cleveland continues to bite me in the ass continuously, and I'm just going to back off. But I did read something where Tyronn Lue said that they're in bad shape. They got to get in better shape. So, they're going to start running, but that's not going to happen right away. It's going to take these guys, a little bit of time to get back in the right shape to start running and gunning. But interesting news out of there. Mark Jackson was supposedly who the LeBron camp wanted as coach.
Right. Yeah. That's just a mess there. I actually did take the over 202 on the overnight. Now it's 203, 204. Heritage hanging 204.5. So obviously but I'm not going to, I don't like it enough to give, because the first game went way low scoring. Yeah. And so I don't like it enough to give it as a pick. I think this might be time for me to give my pick today. What do you think about that?
Let's do it.
All right. I took Orlando on the overnights. I took them at +6. Now, unfortunately, looking here at SBRodds.com, I think I'm going to have to take 5 5.5. Not seeing any 6s anymore, but Memphis a good team. They're not getting blowouts though. And Orlando, a team that's been a little bit underachieving. I think they're looking to have a good road trip here, and I think it's a good spot for them to come in and at least play competitively. Orlando plus 5.5. I hit it pretty big at plus 6. I'll give it as 5.5. What do you think? Anything against that play,
Not
Mike?
at all. I think I like it. I like what Scott Skiles is doing there, and Alidapo and Vukovic, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't get all the names right, but these guys bring it night in and night out. And Memphis, they just lost another game the other night at home. I mean, they're just really inconsistent. I think
Kind
they're
of
more banged up.
Yeah, they're banged up. They're not blowing people out. Orlando hasn't been good ATS recently, but they're still a profitable team overall on the road this year.
Have not been hearing much of Zach Randolph lately either. What's going on with this guy?
Look, it could lose, but that's my pick. Orlando plus 6.5. All right, you have a third pick, Mike.
Yes,
Brenner.
I do. I'm going Sacramento Kings on the first half at home against Charlotte.
All right.
All right, they're rested again. The energy's amazing. DeMarcus Cousins, if the NBA season stopped today, he would be the MVP. That's my opinion. This guy has really matured. He's growing up. And George Karl, they're buying what he's selling. So I got the Kings on the first half early against Charlotte, locked it in at minus 3.5. So
all right. I was also thinking about the under on that one, but I'm not sure about it yet, enough about it. With these totals, I like to wait until tip-off. So, I'm leaning that way, but I'm certainly not going to give it as a pick here. Also thinking about the under in Atlanta, Denver. All right, so we could talk about every game more in depth, but I think we can wrap it up. I'm just going to give one pick, Orlando plus 5.5, and review your 3 picks for us.
Three picks. I got the Bulls on the first half minus 4. I got the Kings on the first half minus 3.5. And then I've got those two teams locked up in a 2-team teaser. Kings minus 2.5, Bulls minus 3.5. Going for 4-0 on these teasers.
Can he go 3-0 once again? Can Mike Brenner do it? He certainly can. Will it be amazing if he does, though? Definitely, and I'll congratulate him. All right, Mike Brenner, great show. Talk to you tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
Okay, Pete, great show.